2015 with a money makeover.
And here to help us become financially savvy is Brad Huffman from Future Finances. Brad, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, okay, let's start first of all with, how important is it that we have a financial plan? Because I mean, we were just talking, many people don't even have one.
Absolutely. It's critically important. I mean, we talk about it's a new year, new resolution. Money really has to be one. Obviously, diet's important. We don't want to have a heart attack or keep our cholesterol too high. But money has to be important because it's everything. It's our future, it's our present, it's everything. It's very important.
What are the biggest money mistakes you see people making?
Debt number one, hands down. Debt can be very valuable, but it's a very dangerous creature if left out of check. And credit cards, easily biggest demon out there. It's great if you can leverage, get the points, that's wonderful. Most people can't do that properly. So this year, as in every year in the past and every year in the future, if your credit card debt is out there, it has to be number one priority. Tackle it. Do not pay extra on the mortgage. Do not pay extra in the student loans until those credit cards are gone. Rule number one has to be.
Right. Now you have 5 financial steps to having a successful 2015. All right. What are they?
First is, again, the debt.
The debt.
Number one has to be. Number two, get the emergency fund in order. I've written about it. I've talked about it. It really is important to have it. Rule of thumb, 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. Big number for a lot of people, but maybe it's a few thousand. Just something. Christmas Eve had a $1,000 car repair bill. Didn't expect it. It happened. You need to be prepared for those types of things. You don't want to turn to a credit card and pay 12, 15, 20% interest on something that will take you years to pay off. Must have the emergency fund. That's number two.
But that number can be almost overwhelming for some people.
Without
when you
a
say
doubt.
half a year's salary keep in the bank.
Exactly, which isn't likely for a lot of people. But again, even if you have just that few thousand, you're going to cover a lot of things. Refrigerator blowing up, car breaking down. Just cover the basics. So that's a very important number two on the list.
Number 3, check your retirement contributions.
Without a doubt. This is the time to do it. If you're not in, now's a good time to start. Always a good time to get started early. The younger, the better, of course. Get in. If the employer has a match, no brainer. I put in $1, they give me $1. In return numbers, that's 100% return. I'll take that every single day of the week. If you don't have a retirement plan, IRA, Roth IRA, traditional, great vehicles. You can put in a good amount of money. If you're in a retirement plan, bump it up. If you were doing 10% last year, get up to 11, 12%, whatever it is. I really would love to see everybody in the 5 to 15% range in your retirement plans. Great long-term goal to have.
Right, and then number 4, you say make sure you're covered.
Make sure you're protected. Homeowners auto, revisit those. If you're renting, you need renter's insurance. What happens if your stuff gets stolen or burned up? You need to have that backup. Also, if you have a family, life and disability insurance. We don't think about these things. What happens if you couldn't work or if you disappear? Your family needs to be protected. Your employer probably has some cheap options. I do a lot of term insurance. It's very simple, very easy. And then another big protection, identity theft. It's easily the fastest growing crime, not in the U.S., but around the world. So cover your butt. Watch your accounts, number one.
Right.
Also, monitor your report. Maybe you pay a service, or you can go to annualcreditreport.com, get that free report. Keep an eye on things. Don't let something like that destroy 2015 for you.
You also say get organized with technology.
Get organized with technology. This is great. There's so many fabulous tools that are out there right now, many of them for free. We've got one up here, but there's 2 that I would suggest keeping in mind. One I use quite a bit is through Fidelity Investments, fidelity.com. I manage my client business there, my personal business. It's got great tools that you can use. If you log in, you get access to these retirement tools. If you want to use something a little bit more broad, there's a one called Mint, and it's an app. So when you go in, very easy, you set it up. You can add an account. You can go in, link all your accounts, whatever you have access to, your investments, your bank accounts. Get that set up. It pulls that data in. You have it at your fingertips. So now you need to pay a bill. You need to see what you're spending. Keep it in front of you. One of the secrets is, and we talked about it with the workouts, is have something maybe written down. Have something in front of you. Have a physical presence so that you can keep an eye on it. If you realize, oh my gosh, why did I spend that $300 on this month? Well, now you've got that tool that you can use to help control that. It's very important.
All in one place, too.
All in one place. And again, there's many of great tools out there. And it doesn't have to be hard. You set it up, get things in place, cruise control. It's that easy.
All right,
that
like
easy.
it.
Good
Great
advice,
advice.
Brad Huffman. Thanks so much. To get connected with Brad and to learn about future finances, just log on to our website. It's myfox28columbus.com and click on News Links.